is what it's like to drive down the woods in the middle of the night. Have you ever taken a second to think about how people film YouTube videos? Like, you always get that video of a person in their bed. Oh, good morning! And the lighting's all perfect and everything's right. And like, they don't seem like they're just waking up from sleep. A lot of that staged stuff really aggravates me. Because, like, they want to show you the real of, like, what's actually happening, but at the same time, there's a lot of fake to it. It's 6:30 in the morning. I gotta get up. I gotta start my day. Alright, it's coffee time. Yep, coffee time. Hi, I'm a wandering vagabond, and pretty windy out here. I spend most of my time in public lands, whether it be BLM lands, national forests. I'm outside a lot. And for the past 2.5 years, I've been living out of this little Prius, camping. Man, much warmer, much quieter inside the car. One of the things about dispersed camping and boondocking on BLM, Bureau of Land Management, and National Forest land is that you're only allowed up to a 14-day stay. And today is the end of my 14 days here. As much as I love it at this little mountaintop, it's time to leave. It's time to move 30 miles down the road. I still have some money to make for the next month, so I need to stay in a populated area. Las Vegas is populated enough for me to DoorDash, so let's go to town. Let's DoorDash for a little while, make some money, and then I'll show you guys my new campsite. Time to change places. And my view goes from this to this. Yeah, it's much different from the mountaintop that I was just on, but it's the Dorado dry lake bed. Behind me there is solar panel farm. Across the street there's solar panel farm, and back through those mountains 30 minutes is Las Vegas. I'm where I need to be. I've been out here before. Again, I can stay 14 days here, which is 30 miles from where I was just staying 14 days, and still have the city accessible to me. Yeah, it's a win-win for me, even though, you know, dry lake bed, desolation, peace and quiet. That's what I like about it. It's quiet out here, it's full sun, and everybody leaves you alone. On the weekends, people come out here and they do all sorts of craziness. This place is fun over the weekends because you've got an open dry lake bed to just play on. Sunset. So these two little kids out there riding their little dirt bikes. And one came over and said hello to me. This place is used for all sorts of fun things because you're on a flat, dry lake bed. So you can really use the space. I wonder what these people are setting up for. Could be a movie shoot, could be RC cars, could be RC planes, could just be a group having a wedding. Could be anything. There was a man yesterday flying an airplane around here, taking off and landing right down there. Wow. Back to editing. Sean, why do you come out to dry lake beds? I don't know. Because it's always a party. bunch of pallets out. That's, that's big fire. I got a fireworks show from the comfort of my own bed tonight. Wow. And sometimes the truth of it is, I mean, there's planes flying overhead, but sometimes the truth of it is I just come out here and stay here for a week, all by myself. It's actually pretty relaxing. I laugh a lot when I see people online posting about how they'd love to give up their life and live out in nature, in the cabin in the woods with no internet, no service, no people to bother them. And then I meet people in places like this, and they see that I stay out here for days at a time. And they ask the simple question of, how do you survive? What do you do? Don't you get bored out here? Like, how do you keep yourself from not going insane? That's the key. I lived on farms many years ago, out in the woods, like hour away from any civilization. And when friends would come to visit, they'd ask the simple thing, what should I bring? Well, bring a cure for boredom. That's it. If this doesn't please you, and you can't spend hours and days, weeks, just enjoying this, maybe van life isn't for you. Maybe disappearing out into the woods is not for you. Maybe you should stay back in civilization. I've met plenty of people in life that they couldn't do it. They can't do 15 minutes alone with their own thoughts, let alone days, weeks, months. It's a different lifestyle. It's a different choice of lifestyle. I choose this. I choose to live out of this little tiny car and appreciate nature and everything around me. And appreciate that there's nobody around me. I've actually been out here for 2 weeks at this point. And I think I only went to town 3 days. Yeah, maybe 4 times I went to town. I'm okay with it. But I'm a human. And I need to get clean. It's dirty and dusty out here. That's the truth of it. Like, my car is dusty. I'm dusty. So, I booked myself a room back in town. So, Vegas day again! What better way to use my MGM reward points than to stay in the hotels and play in the casinos and eat the foods and enjoy myself. My life may be a vacation, but that doesn't mean that I don't get to have vacations. Well, I splurged for something different. I got myself a room at the MGM for tonight. I came back out here last night, trying to take overnight time-lapse shots of the meteor shower but pretty much got ruined by all the planes traveling around here. But I've put my 2 weeks in here, and it's time to change locations again. And then, oh, I find myself in yet another dry lake bed. This time we're south of Las Vegas. This is the Jean Dry Lake Bed.